Have you ever thought about using a Facebook group to grow your equine business, or perhaps you've got a group but you're struggling with it? I've got some good news for you, because over the next few episodes, I am going to be talking all about what I've learned running several groups over the years and how you can actually use them to make it part of your strategy to get clients and customers without feeling like your group takes up all of your time. Now, if you've followed me for any length of time, you'll know that I set up the Equestrian Business Support Network as one of my very first strategies for getting clients and customers, and it really worked. And I can't wait to share more about how I can help you to implement that strategy too. So, ready? Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Equine Business Assistant Podcast, helping you build a better business to live life on your terms. With your host, Jenny Bush.
So before I get on to all of the nitty gritty about groups and whether Facebook groups are still useful to grow your equine business in 2022, first of all, I'd like to give you a big warm welcome to the Stable Business Podcast. My name is Jenny Bush, and I'm an online business consultant and coach. And I have been helping equine business owners to harness the power of the internet to run stable businesses since 2018. And I do so from one-to-one coaching or from group coaching, which starts from as little as just £7 a month with my Stable Foundations Hub. But now we've got that covered, let's get into what you need to know about Facebook groups and whether they are still useful to grow your equine business. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions from my group members about Facebook groups, like how can they make sure that they're actually working for them, how they take up a lot of their time, how they worry that they haven't named it right, they don't know how to name it. And I want to talk a little bit about why Facebook groups are still actually a really good strategy for your business, even now in 2022. And the first reason that I think Facebook groups are still useful is because it grows a community. And when people have a safe space, when they feel that they belong to something or to somewhere, it really, really helps them to become customers and clients, because it builds that know, like, and trust factor. Also, with groups, you'll find that it's a really, really quick way to grow an audience. You can use organic methods, you can use ads on Facebook, you can get lots of people in it really, really quickly, fast. And sometimes when you're at that stage of business where you're just like, I need to make some money now, you need to have those audiences that you can leverage really quickly, so that's why I often talk about email lists and groups. They're one of the best places to leverage and get money into your business really, really fast. Whereas Facebook page, you're lucky if you reach like 2 to 5% of the people who follow you. Same with your Instagram. It's a great tool platform, but it can be much, much harder. So there are lots of ways that you can use a Facebook group to help to build that community and to get people into your business, to get yourself in front of people. It's a really quick way as well to build your expertise, because you can start showing up straight away. You don't need to have a website. You don't need to have a lot already done. You just need to have some basic assets like a nice banner. You need to have a good group description, and you need to have set it up correctly. And I will be teaching all of that as part of my strategy for my Stable Foundations Hub members in April. Every month, what I do is I do a live training, but I also do a training drop every single month as well. So like this month, which is March, the training drop was all about offers. However, they only get them for 30 days in the Stable Foundations Hub, but Plus members get to keep them forever. So I'm going to be teaching my strategy on how to do that, how to get that group description right, how to get the name right, how to I'll give some templates on getting the banners. So again, if you're already stuck on, well, I don't even know how to write the group description, I don't know how to name my group, I don't know how to do a pretty banner, don't worry, I've got you. I've got you. All you need to do is get in the Stable Foundations Hub. It's just £7 a month. And you can do that at stablefoundationshub.com. Very simple, nice and easy. Right, so community will really help people to get to know you. It will help to build that know, like, trust factor that people need in order to feel confident and comfortable. And you can build it really, really quickly with a Facebook group. Like other methods of doing that, sort of YouTube, email, on your Facebook pages, going live, that all takes a bit longer. all takes a bit longer, but you can do that really, really quickly with a group. Now, the main thing that I think is really, really important when it comes to setting your group up and working with a group is to make sure that it's actually aligned to your offer. And I'll be sharing in another episode coming in a couple of weeks about my mistake there with the Equine Business Assistant, the Equestrian Business Support Network, in a bit more detail. But I didn't have the offer aligned, and that meant that it delayed people coming in as clients. And I think when you've got your offer already aligned with your group, you can clearly see and set the path from A, from where they are at the moment, to B, being they've bought your product, your services, they've booked in for a lesson or whatever it is that you do. So, how can you use the group to map that journey? And that's why groups are really, really good for that. You can map that journey really, really quickly. And so recently, if you follow me, and I did a episode. My last episode was actually on what I learned from the pop-up group that I did for I did an Equine Business Bootcamp, and it was just a pop-up Facebook group. Lasted 5 days, 3 days of which there was live coaching, and then 2 days to just grab everything and get on. And because I did that way of doing it, I did this in the space of less than 2 weeks, okay? So this is not, this did not take a lot of time. So I set up the group, I got people in, I gave myself a week, I got people in it. I got 170 members. I then, yeah, from that, I didn't really spend on ads. I didn't do a lot really. I just pushed it out to my current people. And shared it in a few extra groups to get some people that weren't in my circle already. And then I put some content in there and I sold straight away. And I had a conversion rate of about 7.5%. Yeah. And that was 5 days of work. So it made me another £800 a month plus in my business. So it can do the same for you. You can do that really, really quickly. And that's, say it's £800 a month plus, that's recurring revenue. That's not just £800 done. I have now secured an extra £800 a month, which makes a big difference. I mean, it's only £800. I'm not talking like 10 grand or whatever, but that actually makes quite a big difference to my business. So, and I know I can grow and scale that. So having the group aligned with your offer will really help you to be able to sell, will help you to map that journey. And I know when I rerun the Equine Business Bootcamp, I will probably do a better job because I've learned things. And today also I went live in the Equestrian Business Support Network, and I wanted to share a very specific message that I downloaded today. And it was that bad action that doesn't actually get you the result you wanted is still better than no action. Bad action that doesn't get you the result that you wanted is still better than no action. So even if you set up a Facebook group, like I've done a few pop-up groups over the years. I've done some on growing your herd, and I've done some on like Facebook challenges and Instagram challenges and all sorts of things. I mean, I've probably managed over 20 groups in the past. But in each one of those, even if I didn't get the result I wanted, I learned, I built my skills, I got better and I got better. So don't feel like if you're thinking about using your group or setting your group up or you want to make your group better, don't feel like if it's not working, that it doesn't mean you're not growing, because you are still growing, you are still learning. And actually, sometimes we just have to do it. What you'll often find with groups is that when people come in, it takes them a little while to find their feet. Some people who already know you will be straight away engaging, asking. So you've actually got to be putting in the content, which is why that brings me to my third point, which is why you really do need a plan when it comes to a Facebook group, because otherwise it can take up a lot of your time, it can take up a lot of your energy. But when you've got that plan, you can map out, okay, what do I need to be doing every single week? How can I make this less? And because I have a plan with my groups now, I mean, it's taken me a long time, it's taken 4 years to get here. But because I have that plan, I actually spend less than an hour a day managing 4 groups. I've got 4 groups. So I've got the Equestrian Business Support Network, which is my free group. So that's kind of where I show up and I try and deliver stuff to help people to become clients. That's kind of a lead generation strategy. It's a way of taking cold people and warming them up to me. And then I've got the Stable Foundations Hub group, which is a support group for people who are in the Stable Foundations Hub. And then I've got the Stable Foundations Hub Plus, which is for those people who are upper level, so they get a bit more one-to-one time. They've got a bit more devotion in the group where I spend a bit longer answering their questions. So there's that group, and then I've got my Nail It Mastermind, and I use all of those groups every single day. I have to check in with my clients. We've got probably between the three, between the four groups, you're looking at probably 1,500 members, 1,400 members roughly. So that's a lot of people to serve, but actually I can do that in less than an hour a day because I've got that plan and strategy. So you do need the plan and strategy. It makes a big, big difference. And I would love to talk you through how I do that, because I'll be sharing everything all about my Facebook groups strategy, how I did that, how I have used. I mean, if the Equestrian Business Support Network didn't work for me, it wouldn't still be here. Yeah, I've had other pop-up groups, so I've said, but actually, because I had a bit more of a strategy, I still made some mistakes, and I'll talk about those in a future episode. So do make sure you subscribe so you get that one. It is coming. But yeah, because I have that and it works for me, it's still going. It's still a valid lead generation tool for me. And I will be talking through and I'll be teaching my strategies to members of the Stable Foundations Hub in April. If you are listening before April, it's April the 5th. So it's the first week of April. But also, if you get into the Stable Foundations Hub Plus as a Hub Plus member, you can access that workshop on the replay anytime, because that will be there for Stable Foundations Hub Plus members. So I hope this has helped. So yes, Facebook groups are still a useful way to grow your equine business because it will build community, it will help you to leverage, and you can do it really, really quickly. But you do need to make sure that it's mapped around your offer, and you do need to make sure that you've got a plan. And if you get all of that dialed in, I can promise you your Facebook group will work as a tool to generate clients and customers. Now, in the next episode, so do make sure you subscribe, because the next episode, I'm actually going to be talking you through the types of Facebook groups you can build and how you can actually use different types of groups as part of your strategy, and how I've used them. And then soon after that, I'll be sharing what I learned from the Equestrian Business Support Network and running that for the last 4 years. So if you found this useful, please do let me know. Please go and subscribe, leave a comment, or perhaps even a little review, because that would absolutely make my day. But even if you just screenshot and share on your Instagram stories and tag me at Equine Business Assistant, I would absolutely love to see who you are, because it's always nice to get to know you as my listeners. So do enjoy this. If you haven't already joined the Equestrian Business Support Network, all you need to do is head over to Facebook and search the Equine Business Support Network. I will put a link. I will put a link into the comments. So it's the Equestrian Business Support Network. Can't even know the name of my group. It's terrible. Just goes to show this podcast is not prim, proper, and perfect. So if I can make imperfect action, so can you, if that's keeping you stuck. And of course, if you'd like to get my eyes on your business, all you need to do is head to jennybush.com and you can see different ways of working with me. Okay, I will love you and leave you, and I look forward to being in your earbuds very, very soon. Have a good week. Bye.